Hey everyone, and welcome to this week's video. This week I have two separate pieces of maple, and I'm going to be making two platters, one with stain on the rim and one without. So stick around and let me know which one you like in the end. So as you saw at the beginning, this is a blank that I purchased. This was purchased from Rockler. It is deemed a AAA, or the highest quality for grain pattern and figure. So just truing it up here with the Carter & Son bowl gouge. Around 400 RPM at this point. And these are pretty round when you buy them, but just truing it up before starting on the bottom. And as you can see by laying the tool on there, it is really, really balanced. So that's a good thing. So just truing up the bottom here before start working on the foot. I'm going to be using a foot and mortise. And using a marker here just to visualize where that is going to be. Using the Carter & Son parting tool here. And back to the bowl gouge. Adjusting the tool rest. Make sure you always turn the lathe off before you adjust the tool rest. Just a good safety precaution. So just taking some material off, stopping to check every so often. This is the skew chisel, trying to get a good thickness for the foot, and then just taking out a lot of material at once here. Not really worried about the cut quality. That's going to be a little bit later when I get down to more of the shape. And you can see it coming together already. So various cuts, push and pull cuts used here. And the shape that I'm going for is a sort of OG shape. At least that's what I think it's called. It'll be a hybrid bowl platter. Not a very deep bowl, but certainly has the rim to be a platter. Getting down to the thickness now, or much closer at least, and taking more care with the cuts here, as you can see. Taking off the faceplate, and I will be putting the 4-jaw chuck on there, and I will be using the chuck in expansion mode in the mortise. So getting that tightened up, and then just getting a visual with the red marker about where the rim will be and where the bowl / platter part will end up being. So defining that area with the skew chisel, and then back to the bowl gouge to start hollowing out the bowl area. I stop and adjust the 4-jaw chuck because it was a little bit wobbly, not terribly, but this is much better, and we will get much more consistent cuts around the diameter. one side won't be thicker than the other side. Using some push cuts here. Not taking out too much at once. I'm going to have to stop and use the calipers. I don't know the definition between a platter and a bowl in wood turning. I call these wide-rimmed ones platters, but you know, I guess they're a bowl too, because they do have a little bit of depth. So here we are at the staining part. I'm going to be staining the rim, and I go through a few iterations before I get to where I really want to be, and that's pretty normal with this type of thing. Laying on a dark color here, and then I'm going to be sanding it off. Sanding most of it off anyway. You'll still see some remain. Putting on a lighter color here and sanding most of that lighter color off as well. There's no rhyme or reason to this. It is just the process that I use. I like to put a darker color down first so I can highlight some of the figure once I get the lighter color on there. And I'm not loving this color, so I do end up sanding most of it off and trying a different color, as you'll see in a moment. This is back to the honey color, but again, still not loving it. And I'm going to try some green, which I do end up sticking with this color, although I do make a few adjustments. I'm going to clean up the inside and the edge there. You can see a little bit of green bled down through there. Now don't start pressing pause or exiting the video, because I do have the second part coming up here very, very soon, where I'm going to be turning a platter without color. And this next platter is going to be sped up a little bit more than this, just because of the length of the video. Here I'm using some Mahoney's oil, which I really love, and it really brings this piece together. I'll leave all of the products I use in the video description. Onto the Axe polishing paste, my favorite part, because it really highlights everything without being too shiny. And it's so easy to use. There's a discount code in the video description. If you use that link, it will tell them I sent you and save you some money. Really liking the figure in this piece. This is a blank I've had for quite a while because I bought it when it was still green. This is from Craft Supplies USA, and I'm using the round center finder here to find center and mark the edges that I will cut off on the bandsaw. Using a faceplate again, just like on the first one, and balancing it up. This one is not quite quite as wide as the first one. And same as before, I'm going to be using a foot in the mortise. The goal is to make these two platters as much alike as possible, so you can really see the difference between using stain and not using stain. Using this skew chisel to flatten the bottom, and then define the area for the mortise and the foot. Now just taking off a lot of material at once. Again, not too worried about the quality of the cuts here. I don't have to worry about that until I get down to a much thinner profile. Hey, if you haven't already, I would love it if you would join us and hit that subscribe button. It is free to subscribe, and I upload a new video almost every week. And would love to have you along. We are on the road to 50K by the end of 2023. So depending on when you're watching this, subscribe and help us get there. I really appreciate it. So just defining the OG shape here on the rim. Sanding, sanding, and more sanding. These are my favorite sanding discs, by the way. I'll link them down below. They're awesome. I'm not affiliated, I just love them. Denatured alcohol to get the dust off. And then I'm going to sand that with a 320 grit sandpaper before applying the Mahoney's oil. And then don't go anywhere. After that, I will be on screen to tell you about the two pieces and show them to you at the same time. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm going to show you the final pieces here in a minute, and after I do, I would love it if you would comment down below which one you like better, the one with the stain or the one without. So comment down below and let me know. Here is a close-up of the finished pieces. Number one here with the stain. And piece number two without. Now I realize these aren't the same exact types of, well, they're both maple, but their figure is different. So I do realize that, but which one do you like better? I know there's a big controversy over coloring wood or not to color wood. And I've been known to color quite a bit of wood, and some people really, really dislike that. I like it, but I also understand the beauty of the natural wood as well. So thank you, thank you, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also have some great longtime sponsors of my channel. Those include Total Boat. There is a discount code in the video description if you want to order some Total Boat. Axe Wood Paste, which I used on both of these projects. There's a coupon code in the video description as well, along with other great companies with discount codes. So go check it out. Leave a comment down below, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, guys.